Goes there. Talking about her brother Michael.
And a day doesn't go by where I don't think about him. Not one single day.
Her difficult relationship with her dad.
He whipped me with a belt, and so it left welts all over my body.
And her lifetime struggle with her looks.
You talk in the book about literally feeling so ugly that you banged your head against the wall.
Plus, a little girl talk along the way.
Talking about boys.
Tonight on Janet Jackson, the HLN interview.
Good evening. I'm Rochelle Carey. Janet Jackson. She has grown up in front of the cameras. And in her new book, True You, Janet admits to some really shocking struggles with how she looked. Struggles, she told me, started very early in life and only got worse when she arrived on the set of Good Times.
Hi.
Is he here?
Is who here?
I don't know his name, but he's tall, skinny, and beautiful.
I knew what my job was. I knew what my responsibilities were at a very young age. I was very, I would say, really independent. I would, for work, instead of having someone wake me up or my mother wake me up, I'd set my alarm. Here I am, 10 years old, getting up at, 6 in the morning, get out of bed, get yourself dressed, see yourself off to go to work. The driver's waiting for me outside, and we'd go and pick up our tutor, Mrs. Fine. She's taught all of us except for my sister, Ruby.
Really?
And at that time, my brothers weren't on tour, so she was with me. And go to work, do your job, starting with Good Times. And even back then, having issues with feeling not good enough. Binding my chest, which was one of them. When I was 10, they didn't tell me, they didn't talk to me about it. They just really did it.
Wow.
And said, okay, we're gonna have to bind your chest to make your chest look smaller. And I'm thinking, I was developing at a very young age. So immediately that was like, you don't look right as you are. Who you are is not the way you're supposed to be. You're supposed to look like this, not this. And also being told that your butt's too big or this, or you need to lose weight. Even on Good Times, they would tell me that I needed to go on a diet.
You talked about you started skipping meals at a very young age. Is this when you started skipping meals?
I started skipping meals at school. I wouldn't have breakfast or lunch, and I'd go home. Then I'd go home, and I was so little, I couldn't reach the oven. So I'd have to get on the swivel stool, and I'd make full-blown steaks.
After you had starved yourself all day?
All day, starved myself, and I'd season them, and I can't reach anything. I'm getting on the swivel stool
but
for
I
everything.
make a steak.
No, but it's the truth, and I would, and I'd sit there and put it in the foil and put the butter on it and all the stuff and cut my little onions up, and yeah, as a kid. Starve myself all day and then just go to town the rest of the
I think
day.
so many people can relate to that. So many people have tried things like that for clearly it's not physically good, but it's also, there's an emotional reason tied to why you're doing something like that. What?
A lot deeper reason. Like I was saying, there's something behind this smile. There's something behind the constant laughter. They're deeper rooted issues. And that was with me, feeling not good enough as I was. And knowing that I could never look like this over here, that's just not my body type. I'm never gonna look like that. I've got booty. I've got thighs. I'm not gonna.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. But as a kid, that's really traumatizing. Some can brush it off and maybe say, you know what, I'm not listening to them, but that wasn't me. I just internalized and took everything in and held everything in, just never spoke to anybody about it, and it was hurting me inside, but I pretended like it didn't.
You put this in the book. You even said that you would even go as far as to use laxatives. You would do whatever you had to keep your weight down.
I sure did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You put it in there, too.
No, it's the
You
truth.
did.
It's the honest truth.
Wow.
That was during the time that the bringing of that point. That was during, I was very small. I was during the time of That's the Way Love Goes.
That's the way love goes.
During the Janet album.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I'll tell you a little story.
Okay.
It's not that funny. It's kind of, you know, when you take a laxative, obviously you use the restroom, but it depletes you of everything else. There's all the nutrition, all the vitamins, and even all the it dehydrates you. Well, there comes an hour where you should be taking another laxative, or else the water that you drink, whatever, it comes right back on. Well, we were shooting something, and it was late into the evening. And sure enough, I literally started busting out of my pants. And my pants started ripping because the water was coming back on and they were starting to rip. Shh, no lie.
So what are you thinking? Like, what am I going to do?
I got to go home and get another laxative. No, this is what's
Really?
Yes.
This is what the cycle became.
Yes, gosh, I got to get home and so I can get this off, get rid of this water that's coming back on. And the thing is if I wouldn't have taken it, I would have been fine. But I didn't see myself that way. I didn't see myself that way. I didn't find myself attractive. I would always, and I put this in the book, I always wore clothes to make myself look smaller, to make my butt look smaller. If it made it look bigger or its size, it's like, no, I can't wear this. I don't like this.
You talk in the book about literally feeling so ugly that you banged your head against the wall. What precipitated that? Where did that come from in here that you did that?
Truth deep down inside gut. It went on for a while. It wasn't an everyday thing, a daily thing. But I finally stopped that in my mid-30s. So it wasn't that. I'm laughing about it. I can laugh about it now. I can laugh about it now, though. But it was a very serious thing. I didn't feel attractive at all in any way. I was very depressed. You know, it's so funny because people see you and they see you in a certain light. And, oh, no, what do you have to be depressed about? You've got this and you've got that. Those are things. Those are just... here today, gone tomorrow. Those are just things.
As Janet struggled with her self-image, she kept her insecurities to herself. Her father, Joseph, was crafting her career, and failure just was not an option. Janet never shied away from the hard work he demanded, but she didn't want to be closer to him.
Growing up, I would go to a friend's house here and there and see their relationship with their fathers, what it was like when I was a kid. And I would look and think, wow, I wish I had that. I wish I was close like that to Joseph. I wish I could sit on his lap like that. I wish. But it wasn't that.
I know you all call your father by his first name. From the outside looking in, that seems odd.
It is odd.
I mean, why?
Because that's what he wanted. That's the way he wanted it. I tried one time calling him Dad, and he said to me, he said, "I'm Joseph to you."
What's his reason?
Do you think I asked that? Oh, you think I said, now, being a sister, you think I said,
No, you did not talk back and ask.
Just not said, even talk back, just say why.
No, you're right.
Exactly. We don't do that, do we?
No. You say yes, sir.
Yes.
You went there, Janet. You said that you were afraid of your dad when you were a child. You tell a story. It's so cute that you and your brothers and sisters would be in your mom's room. You'd be playing. You'd be so happy. And then you would hear his car coming, and the mood would change. Why?
Afraid. My father was very, very strict. My father, he wasn't always so pleasant to be around for me. I won't speak about the rest of my brothers, and I'll let them tell their own story when they're ready to. But for me, sometimes he wasn't in the greatest mood. And that happens with people. And sometimes I feel that he took that, whatever happened elsewhere with work or whatever, took it out on us, on the kids.
When we come back, Janet tells us about her relationship with her dad today and one very painful memory.
I was very, very young. I can't even remember what I did or if I deserved it. But my father, that was the only time my father had ever touched me. Never again.
And later, the one thing Janet still can't do since losing her brother, Michael. You're watching Janet Jackson, the HLN interview.